Hey yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Amadou, aka Aimzo. We're back on Unorthodox Mind TV. Welcome back. As promised, some of you can tell, some of you can't tell. If you're not here for the last video, I'm gonna link it down below. But today is just like an update about something that I spoke about that I was gonna do, and I did it. For those who know, I was getting instant locks this week, and I got it done yesterday. As you can see, hopefully the camera will pick it up nice. But yeah, the person who did it, if you're in the Baltimore area or you're anywhere in Maryland, close to DC, and you want to get your instant locks done by somebody who's a certified pro, her page is going to be linked down below, her Instagram page. And I'm also going to give a big shout out, a huge shout out to Kris Mcdred. He's the one who started this whole instant lock movement as far as what proof can show us, because there's nobody before him who put it in video about instant locks, you know. And I do remember watching it years ago, being like, yo, I want to do that, because and his page is going to be linked down below, his YouTube and his Instagram. So go out and show some love to him and to the person who did my lock. Her page is Marua Locks. I hope I said it right. But just overall, there's some great people, like starting with Kris Mcdred. He's the one who constantly is giving knowledge to people, and he doesn't, how can I say it? He doesn't hold back any information that he can give you. So go check out his page, just, you know, reach out, ask him a question. He's always gonna answer as soon as he can. He's not gonna just leave you on seen or read for months. Nah, he texts back. He's a human being, you know. Same thing with Marula Locks. Like, she's very knowledgeable, and she took his class. So that's the reason I trusted her, and turns out everything is exactly as I expected it, and better, you know. And I'm gonna give you a quick little something that through my research that I didn't know about instant locks, or I didn't know about certain things about instant locks, but I'm gonna get into that later. So the update today, like I said, is I did it. Like I told you, I'm doing these locks for myself. You know, I don't care what people say or care what people think. But again, this is another shout out to Kris. One of the big reasons is I've always wanted to be able to present myself anywhere I went, looking how I want to look without looking messy, if that makes sense. So for example, I wanted to have hair, you know, long hair for most of my life. I couldn't, because I was living with my parents, like I said in the previous video. But I've always thought, why can I not have long hair, whatever, and still be able to put on a suit, still be able to look good and go to an interview and, you know, do good? Because like, it's not like just because we look a certain way that we're doing certain things. You know, people need to get that misconception and that judgment away. Because, you know, if we just judge people based on how they look, then trust me, the world would not be a safe place to be, because everybody would be scared and acting, you know, defensively with everybody. You know, just because some terrorist did something and then they claim to be from a certain part of the world, that we associate everybody who looks like them to be from that part of, you know, that group, that small group of people. You know, then we got one person who will bomb the World Trade Center. I'm talking about McVeigh. And then we just don't assume certain things. So there's like a bias, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's, if you want to hear more about it, you know, link is down below from my previous video where I did talk about that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. So these instant locks, I love it. You know, it took about, I want to say, actually it took about 8 hours to get it done, because I do have a lot of hair. I do have a lot of hair density, I guess. But normally it will take around anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. That's what she told me. But just overall, it's everything that I expected, you know. Instant, I can wash it right away. You know, I don't have to wait for the whole 6 months locking phase and all that stuff. And trust me, I did so much research about this for years before I finally did it. But it's not that I was scared to do it, it's just I was still fighting with myself of whether did I want to go on something like this. But then everything, the reason why I really got up and did it is because I just realized it's just hair, you know. At some point, if And I doubt it's ever gonna happen. But if at some point I wake up and I don't like it anymore, I can just cut it and start over. Or I can cut it and, it's just hair. It grows out of my head. It's a gift from God. Like, that's how I see it. Everything that's alive, on earth is a gift from God. And hair is a part of that because it grows. But these instant locks are just so, trying to find a word, so efficient. Like, if I want to go outside right now, I can go play soccer, I can go play basketball, I can go work out, I can go sweat, swim, whatever. It's not going to mess up anything. It's not going to mess up the hair. The hair is not going to come out. And I can still keep it clean, so I can still wash it as many times as I want. But I'm probably leaning towards washing it like once a week or twice. Twice a month, so like once every 2 weeks. But that's just something that I'm still debating on. But there's so much knowledge out there that I didn't pick up on. For example, I'll give you one example. I used to always see interlocking. So the ones I did the interlock, then I did instant locking, and then I did interlocking. The difference is the instant lock is just using the crochet needle, to tighten up the hair together and form the actual lock. And then the interlocking is when it can be like a maintenance thing. It's like when I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but it's like you twist the lock within itself from the base to tighten it up, if that makes sense. So the roots are tighter at the, the roots, but that's basically what it is. If you want more information about interlocking and instant locks in general, you might want to check out the Lord of Instant Locks himself, Kris Mcdred. Again, his page is going to be linked down below, or I'll put a little pop-up thing somewhere up here. But yeah, he has many videos where he just explains it and he shows you, and it's not just on one person or on himself. He shows you on different people, on clients, on different types of hair textures and all that stuff. I believe there's not one question that I had that wasn't over there. Only thing that I couldn't find anywhere across the internet and people that I talked to, I guess I never asked, but I never heard anybody talk about the process of interlocking. I didn't know that for me, for example, it would be a little bit painful because my scalp sensitivity, I thought it was not bad until I got these locks in. Now, there's also a point that I need to get across. If you're gonna go get your hair interlocked, or you're gonna go do anything with your hair, braids or whatever, it might be a good idea to make sure that you wash it beforehand and you kind of, condition it and all that stuff beforehand. Because the thing is, if your hair is tangled, or if you don't blow dry or whatever, or it's not, easily manageable, anything that you do that's gonna be close to the scalp, you'll feel it. And if you have sensitive scalp, you're gonna feel it even more. So I didn't know I had sensitive scalp around the edges, the sides, my lower neck, and then the middle of my head. But everything else was fine. I barely felt it. But when I was getting the interlocking done, at some point I was like, man, this is too tight. But then 2 minutes later, I'm like, okay, it's cool. Like right now today, I woke up, everything's relaxed a little bit more. I don't feel it. It's not hurting or anything. It wasn't painful yesterday, but it was just super uncomfortable. But I guess it was just like a new feeling for me. I got cornrows done before and everything, but this is completely new for me. But so far, I love it. I love the look. I love the consistency, and then I don't know. It's just like a new journey for me. So this is day 1. I can't do math. Day 2, because I got them done yesterday, but it's about to be 24 hours. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I have a lot of questions that I still need answers to, and who to turn to, who has more knowledge than anybody else who started this. So I'll always go to my loctician, and I go to Kris. But yeah, but just like think about it. If you're looking to get into locks, looking to get locks done, I should say, think about what are you gonna get it done for? Is it just for the looks? Is it for spirituality? Is it just because you want to be more efficient and not have to deal with your hair? Or Are you going to be working out? Are you going to be active? What are you going to do? So there's a lot of things that can go into it. For example, even the parting system. Going into to get the locks. I'm sorry. Going in to get the locks, I've always wanted to get the diamond system, right? The diamond parting system. So I asked to my loctician, what did she think before we started? And she gave me everything that she knew about it. And I told her, okay, so which one do you think it would be more manageable? She talked about the bricklayer parting system. And after I heard both, I was like, even though the brick parting system will show more scalp, on the long run, it's still going to be more manageable and more consistent. So I'm like, I'll just go with that because I want something long term. I'm not just thinking about the next 1 year or 2 years. I'm thinking about the next 15, 10 years and more. So that's something to think about, But yeah, I just feel alive for a simple reason that I'm getting things done that I've always wanted to get done. I've always wanted to move out. Here I am in my own place, 2 months in, age 33. It's not impossible, even if you're 65. So, but that's just to tell you that you can do it. You can do it too. Whatever you wanted to accomplish, just go ahead and do it. You only live one life, like I always say. There's no proof anywhere that I could find, at least, or somebody who can tell me that they came back from another life and this is the second life, and to tell me how the other life was. Nah, I still haven't heard it. But I wanted to get the locks. I got it, And there's nothing that nobody can ever say to me that, everybody who's tried to discourage me to get the locks, they never got the locks before, ever in their life. So I'm like, what do you know about locks? I don't know anything about it either. I just do research, but now I'm living it. So if you want to do something, just go ahead and do it. Don't waste your time listening to people. Don't waste your time letting other people judge you or fearing things. Just make up your mind. Think about it. Is it going to make you happy? Is it going to make your life easier? Whatever it is that's positive for you. It doesn't have to necessarily be positive for somebody else. But if it's positive for you and you like it, you want to do it, it's on your mind, I say just go ahead and do it. It's not going to kill you. Like I said in the previous video, I hope it's not like you're going to go do bungee jumping when something could go wrong. What could go wrong with having locks? Walking by somebody judging me, I don't care about that. That's just me. I know a lot of people have anxiety, or some people fear being judged and all that stuff, and that's cool, and everybody's different. But at some point, you got to be able to do what you want to do because it's your life. You get put in that 6-foot concrete or however you get buried based on what you believe or what you don't believe in. But we all get put in the ground or turned to ashes. It's that simple. And we all go through that alone, even if, whatever. That's for a different video. But yeah, I just wanted to give you this instant lock update. I'll try to post more pictures on my Instagram, but for now, this is all I can do. So this is what I'm gonna do. And my name is Amadou, by the way, so that's a little pun. Amadou, yeah. Anyway, follow me on Instagram. Link is down below. Follow Kris Mcdred on Instagram. Link is down below. And follow my loctician if you're in the area. Link is down below. It's your boy Amzo. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and spread the word. One love.